Alright, so good morning, and how are you? Or good afternoon or evening. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. Today is a sort of special one to me. I take a lot of time trying to translate these things because I'm not fluent in very many languages, and the ones I am okay in, I just know some words, not really writing. So, shout out to Marilyn Sophie on Fiverr who helped me get this translated for an okay price and very expediently. Most of the ones I'm going to try doing myself, but I really wanted to get this one out because this letter means quite a bit to me as it is my first letter I got, and the thing that actually got me more into these letters. So, a little backstory. I am stationed in Germany at the moment and wanted to pick up a old NCO guide, which I should try doing a video on when I have a chance. Went and met this older man, older German, and he gave me the NCO guide along with some photographs and two envelopes, presumably that held this one letter. And I really wanted to find out like what this letter had to do with the photographs to tie to everything else, which you should be seeing on the screen. Um, and after that day and having that letter, I've been doing my best to get as many letters and postcards and anything that has any kind of writing that talks about back home or what they're doing in the army or anything like that, just to show the soldiers in their daily lives. So, without further ado, this is the letter I got, and it's from Sophie in 1916. It is from First Lieutenant Nebel with the staff of the Field Telegraph Chiefs. My dear old Nabler, although remembering that private requests may no longer be addressed to the staff of the Field Telegraph Chief, and should also be ignored, I would nevertheless like to address these lines to you in a well-founded hope that you, as an old resident of TB5, will not send my letter, bring the very highest point of submission, and thereby cause me an inconvenience. The thing is as follows. The field bell returning from Kowaks told me about an enormous new need for radio operators, and there was a lot to fill for all the new positions. Completely forgotten sizes have been excavated, and it's possible that it might be my turn. Or do you intend to keep me in my current position as operations director? Because I've always the stupid feeling as if Stalin von Shometu, the leader of the local construction department, looked lively at my position, especially since the construction of new lines was essentially complete, and the Shamaku would then have nothing more to rectify the fault. It is not far from the fact that he may make a postponement so far as he gets the operations department and I get the construction department, which is unsatisfactory for a station if nothing can be built. I ask you if you can inconspicuously determine this matter first and for me, to communicate with your own punctuality. Then further, do you still have any good positions as radio operators for older bodies that I could possibly be considered for? Does the low chow group with whom I participated in Serbia already have a radio operator? I would like to be informed about this now, because it is too bad when suddenly a transfer telegram comes like a bolt of lightning out of the blue and throws you somewhere you don't even want to go with joy. For purely private reasons, unfortunately, of course, a lady plays a role who is also a bit married. I would not be reluctant to see a transfer in the unforeseeable future, but as I said, please tell me in advance what your positions might be. The old Hushing had Elder Scronder called me the other day from Oskut and told me that he had requested me, but I don't like Liner and Petrie very much. And then one more thing. If I should be ordered to replace the troop unit for a few days in a new assignment, then send me to Darmstadt. Not because I'm wearing the TB5 shirt, but to Frankens or Fergin, I to Berlin, all because I have my complete apartment and my dear little wife there. Otherwise, I can no longer manage it in an apartment in Berlin, one in Melun and then in Darmstadt. So you are now oriented, dear Nebel. Let me know as soon as possible, and do nothing without having written beforehand. With many a warm regard, I greet you, old master. And that is a field post letter sent from Sophie, presumably from a telegraph lieutenant or a communications lieutenant. And some of the pictures you should have seen or should be seeing actually show like the telegraph station or whatnot he was working in. But like all the other letters, and what I like to point out is the interesting things of life. And I'm not going to judge people, especially probably long dead people. But as you can see, the war's going on. He's married. And the first thing that comes out is there's a lady who's there, who's also married, that probably are causing some unforeseeable, tension, per se, that he wants to be transferred, along with, I guess, a boss or something that he doesn't like. He doesn't want to be a part of the construction. He wants to be back as a radio operator. And he doesn't want to, go somewhere that he's going to have contention, or stay somewhere that he has contention. He'd rather, go to this individual who he's writing his radio outfit. And the other thing about the letter is it's talking about, and this is 1916, about how the need for radio operators is. It's all the small things in here, like the enormous new need for radio operators, and there's a lot to fill for the new positions. Assumably, the radio operators, hopefully, I guess the more positive thing is that they got out of the military after the service, but more likely they probably died on either the Western or Eastern Front. And just how far the World War I extended. Like, I mean, this, where he was in Serbia, and he's writing from Sophie in the Balkans. Like, this is just another way that I find it brings to life these individuals. So, without me rambling on too much, thank you for listening, and hopefully you enjoy the letter, the pictures, also the envelope. As you can see, the wax seals on the back. Find them exceedingly neat, along with the handwriting. I love the handwriting. But like I always say, and like I said, if you have any letters you would like read or posted, or any soldier stories from your family or whatnot that you want told, I'm by all means not the best, but I would love to be able to and have the chance to read them and put their story out there. So hopefully you guys have a good morning, good evening, and good night, and enjoy your guys' rest of your day.